Utah. We just went to the grocery store and got a bunch of supplies. Now we're driving back through this beautiful gorge. And what we're trying to do right now is find a really good camping spot. Got some people on the side of the road here. I'm not trying to kill them. So what makes this a challenge? Well, typically Guga Foods is using thousands of dollars of cooking equipment in his kitchen that's worth also thousands of dollars. Today, we're going to be cooking his very same recipe in Moab. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're going to be cooking Guga's very own homemade fried chicken mac and cheese. I don't know why, but my version of coming out here and having a really fun time is finding these same views in a place you've never been before and cooking a meal that you wouldn't typically think one would cook out here. You know, a lot of campers, they might show up and just do hot dogs or something simple, but part of the challenge is coming out here and figuring out if you can do that at a different level. So step one of the Guga challenge in this particular recipe, we need to dry brine our chicken. And for today's purposes, we're gonna be doing some of that Luton Booty jalapeno garlic. That stuff's pretty good. And then we're also gonna be doing Uncle Chris's steak seasoning. Listen, at the end of the day, no, I'm not using Guga's rub. I'm sorry. But I'm out here, I'm chasing scenic views, I'm chasing exotic recipes. We kept it nice and easy, just picked up a pack of these chicken thighs. And for the portion of the dry brine, Denise pretty much already got it started here, but all you need to do, just hit it with some seasoning. Now for this step of the dry brine, you want your seasoning to sit on the meat for about 30 minutes at least. That way some of the moisture starts to seep out of the meat. In the meantime, while that's dry brining, we're gonna do our homemade buttermilk, just like Guga's recipe. Step one of the dry brine, complete. Now Guga, you're gonna be proud of this next step. We're gonna do our buttermilk just like you did for your challenge. We're gonna do it homemade. We have the butter, the flour, the milk, and we are all set and prepped, ready to go. We're gonna make sure that this dry brine sits for at least 30 minutes, and then we're gonna get it soaking in that homemade buttermilk. All right, pivotal mistake number one. Somehow we all forgot ice. Now, I do have this Yeti cooler, supposed to keep everything nice and cold, but the problem is I don't have any ice. Yeah. So when we were in the store getting all of the ingredients for this mac and cheese fried chicken, we were kind of going back and forth. Adam, Denise, and myself. Did Guga make the buttermilk from scratch, or did he use it, you know, just pre-made from right out of the box? Now, I thought he used it right out of the box. I should have known better. Once we watched the video, we found out very quickly that we needed some milk, we needed some flour, and we needed some butter. So the next step of this process is we're gonna do our buttermilk from scratch. We're gonna get it in the cast iron, throw the chicken breast in for its 2 to 3 hour marination, and we're gonna get a nice hike in. Adam and I have both never done this before, so we're gonna kind of learn together. Adam, do we use measuring cups around here?
No, we don't.
That's a whole stick, and that's our starting point. We're just gonna do a random amount of flour. Guga, I'm really sorry if I messed this up. I'm just gonna try and make it look just like he did in the video. Now Adam, did you ever think you'd be making buttermilk in the middle of Moab? For your first time in your life? We've never even done this in the kitchen at home.
I wouldn't have.
Adam, why is it so fun to do recipes like a Guga's challenge out here?
It just tastes better.
All right, Guga, I'm panicking. I'm serious, man. I'm going in with more butter. It's crazy how if you just let the seasoning sit on the meat for a while, a little bit of moisture comes out. That's the secret to that dry brine. Ryder, do you want some chicken? All right, got our first one in here. Gonna get a couple of our thighs in here. Ooh, just look at that buttermilk on there. All right, guys. Now I know it kind of looks like gravy. I might have overdone the flour. I guess time will tell. But at the end of the day, I'm really happy with how this buttermilk turned out. Just a little bit to cover the top. All right, we need somewhere for this to sit for a while. Need somewhere for this to sit. God, when you're camping, sometimes you just gotta figure it out. I don't think I have a spot for this. I'm just gonna put it inside the car. Looks like I found a solution. All right, I'm literally just gonna set this on the dash for a couple hours. If you wanna judge me, but that's where it's going. That's where our buttermilk festivities are at this moment. I think we're gonna nail this Guga challenge. Chaos at the campsite as per usual. We got the sun setting extremely fast. And we owe you guys the rest of this cook. Now we did the first couple of steps a few hours ago, and that's just because the buttermilk had to sit, but don't think I forgot about you. We're going headfirst into this Guga recipe. Adam does have the fire going over here. Definitely got lucky with this little concrete fire pit, but we're still a little bit salty about the other 4 campsites that we passed with a closed gate. Literally makes no sense. There's no snow out here or any good reason why they should be shut, but definitely a really good place to cook up some Guga fried chicken. I'm just gonna apologize in advance. If the sun sets on us and we do the rest of this cook in the dark, that's just part of it. Now, as Guga says, if you're not seasoning your flour for a recipe like this, you're doing it wrong. Adding some cayenne pepper, some onion powder, garlic powder. And then, of course, we're using some peanut oil. Best frying oil there is. Adam's getting the Brussels sprouts all ready to go. If I'm being honest with you guys, I'm not picky about too many things, but I really do not like Brussels sprouts, so maybe he'll change my mind here tonight. Come on, Guga, step up your game. I always see you working in your kitchen. How about you bring your own recipes out here to the outdoors? There's your breadwinner. That's the secret ingredient for today's recipe. A lot of people might think mac and cheese fried chicken and picture, you know, macaroni and cheese all around their chicken. This is not that recipe. All right, so all we're doing right now is we're taking that chicken that we had in the buttermilk earlier, we dry brined it first, then we put it in the buttermilk, and now we're about to put it inside this fryer right here of peanut oil. Denise is getting this all prepped and ready to go.
Ready for it, babe.
Oh my, that smells good. All right, now I'm gonna let you guys in on the next step of this process to complete the Guga Food Challenge, because it wouldn't be a Guga Food Challenge if it didn't have something super weird on it. So let's do that next step for you. Oh yeah. That is the Kraft macaroni and cheese packet. Just the powder. We're not gonna be needing those noodles whatsoever. We're actually just gonna take some garlic powder, some onion powder, a little bit of paprika. We're gonna mix it in with this cheese sauce, and we're gonna sprinkle it right on top of our finished product as soon as they're out of the fryer. And that's literally what it's all about. Trying a recipe you've never tried before. Coming to a place you've never come before. And then just taking it all in. Oh my gosh, I know it looks crazy. I know what you're thinking. But this is what Guga wanted. He wanted us to take his recipes and bring them to life. Alrighty guys, already got the first piece of chicken out. Denise is killing it right now. It's getting a lot colder. Like I keep saying, guys, this is definitely not for everyone, but I am so ready to eat this chicken. It smells delicious. We got contestant number 1 here. Now let's give him the sauce. Oh, Guga. You have outdone yourself, Guga. That's what we're working with, folks. Mac and cheese fried chicken from scratch. Out here in the Moab Desert. Alright, Adam's gonna have the first bite of our chicken.
I feel like Guga's nephew.
Is it good, dude? We're all curious.
That's good.
Can you taste the cheese?
Yeah, no doubt. It's weird.
The dogs want.
God,
It's like a aftertaste.
Aftertaste of what?
Jeez.
So was Guga a liar, or was he telling the truth?
I don't know how it tasted in his backyard, but it's really good here. He did not lie.
So this is what we worked so hard for tonight. This is the Guga Challenge, the very first Guga Challenge for my channel. It will not be the last. Like I said to you guys before, Guga Foods is one of my favorite YouTube channels of all time. I mean, he's pretty much single-handedly almost taught me how to do every single recipe that I know. And that's why I'm not afraid to give these a shot. This might look crazy to you guys, mac and cheese, homemade fried chicken, but let's give it a taste.
How does it taste?
Oh my God.
Is Guga a truther or a liar?
Dude, that's the thing I was telling you guys on the last video. Like, it's like those catch and cooks you see on YouTube. Does it really taste that much better out there? I'm telling you guys that this tastes 1,000,000 times better than me doing it in my kitchen. And I think Guga would be proud. I'm going in for another one. Oh my God. It's so delicious. This is what it's all about right here. Especially when it's like 10 degrees outside. It's so freaking cold. Look at this. Check this out. How's that for a Guga challenge? I do often wonder, why does it taste so much better out here? And I honestly think it's just because you're cold as f. So we conquered another episode of Rocky Mountain Sav. On this one, we did the mac and cheese fried chicken, and I would say it was a great success. It was a little bit challenging out here, especially considering I kind of overfloured the buttermilk, but you live and you learn. But the plan is for us to go to bed soon, Tomorrow we're gonna wake up at about 5:45, 6 o'clock, hopefully catch the sunrise, and then our next adventure is gonna be at Arches National Park. Who knows where we'll go next? Guga, I'm calling you out. You're normally in your kitchen with thousands of dollars of equipment, and look where I did your challenge. I took your same mac and cheese fried chicken and I brought it to life, out here in Moab. Kodiak pancake syrup! I pour this on everything!
Cook up some onions.